We analyzed 4 fasting windows: 12, 16, 24, and 36 hours. Here's the truth. 12-hour fasts are neutral, 16-hour fasts often stall progress. Yet 24-hour fasts can boost growth hormone by a shocking 2,000%. We'll expose what happens in your body during every fast. Discover why your body mysteriously stops burning fat. Learn why it clings to fat, even when you're fasting daily. The pulse method is the simple strategy few ever use. That maintains a rapid metabolism, boosts your energy levels, and stops your body entering survival mode. To grasp why your metabolism can falter, we must examine history's most renowned hunger experiment. In 1944, a scientist named Ancel Keys carried out the Minnesota Starvation Experiment. He recruited healthy men and reduced their calorie intake by roughly 50%. This mirrors what some aggressive dieters might unintentionally achieve if they fast all day, then consume a light dinner. Here's what occurred. They lost more than just weight. Their bodies actively resisted. Their resting metabolic rate, the energy expenditure for basic existence, plummeted by 40%. Body temperature decreased, and their heart rate slowed. They grew lethargic. Their bodies inherently acknowledged, fuel is scarce, so we must dim the factory's lights to maintain operations. This represents the fundamental mechanism we contend with. To understand how to circumvent this, we'll examine how various fasting durations affect the burning rate. The 12-hour neutral zone. We begin with a 12-hour fast. Many individuals do this without conscious effort. For instance, eating dinner at 8 p.m. and breakfast at 8 a.m. Within metabolic science, this period is considered largely neutral. A study performed at the University of Alabama investigated the impacts of early time-restricted feeding. Researchers discovered that while a 12-hour fast is superior to eating for 15 consecutive hours, it doesn't truly activate significant fat oxidation. The reason? Your liver functions as a fuel tank for sugar, stored as glycogen. Based on your previous day's intake of pasta or potatoes, your liver stores sufficient energy to power your body for 12 to 18 hours with ease. After completing that 12th hour, you haven't truly shifted to burning body fat. You are merely depleting the liver's glycogen stores. It resembles driving your car down the highway. You haven't yet accessed the reserve fuel tank in the trunk. You're still operating on the primary tank. Physiologically, a 12-hour fast serves as an excellent baseline. However, for aggressive fat loss, it's arguably insignificant. The 16-hour stall. Now, let's address the gold standard of intermittent fasting. 16 to 8. This involves fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window. It works for many, until it abruptly doesn't. A significant study appeared in JAMA Internal Medicine, which specifically investigated 16-8 fasting across a 12-week duration. What the researchers discovered was surprising. The group performing daily 16-hour fasts didn't lose notably more weight than participants eating consistent meals. Even worse, the fasting group saw a significant reduction in lean muscle mass. What makes the 16-8 method unsuccessful for so many? The culprit is adaptive thermogenesis. Consistently practicing 16-8 daily leads your body to eventually perceive this as its new normal. It anticipates a 16-hour scarcity. Akin to the subjects in Ancel Keys' experiment, your body starts conserving energy. Your body realizes you're cutting calories, so it slows your heart rate and slightly lowers your body temperature. This ensures those 16 hours don't harm its survival chances. You feel a great effort, yet your body strives even harder to maintain its current state. It's like running on a treadmill that decelerates at the same pace you're moving. Introducing the 24-hour fat switch. Here, scientific findings become truly fascinating. Exceeding the 16-hour mark and approaching 24 hours triggers a surprising beneficial panic in the body. Research by Intermountain Health investigated individuals undertaking 24-hour water fasts. During a 24-hour fast, human growth hormone, HGH levels were found to skyrocket, rising by 2,000% in men and 1,300% in women. How is this significant for reducing fat? Growth hormone functions as a muscle-preserving agent. Its primary role is instructing the body, don't consume muscle, utilize fat instead. After 24 hours, the liver becomes completely depleted. The body is forced to access its reserves, your body fat. Since this isn't done daily, the body hasn't adapted to conserve energy yet. It perceives this as a short-term emergency. so it boosts your energy to seek nourishment. Fat loss then accelerates without triggering the metabolic crash. For the ultimate fat loss potential, however, you must approach your eating window with the identical precision as your fasting period. Simply enduring the fast and then estimating your intake during refeeding isn't enough. Honestly, a major component of dieting stress comes from the mental burden of tracking. Continuously examining your plate, performing calculations, and manually logging every gram introduces resistance that hinders your progress. This is precisely why I utilize CalAI. It simplifies calorie tracking by making it as effortless as snapping a picture. No typing needed. Just capture a photo and it instantly computes your calories and macros. In my experience, its accuracy is quite high, but I routinely verify ingredients in case it overlooks hidden items such as cooking oils. If it misses something, you can quickly input them using the food database in just a few taps. The barcode scanner is definitely my most favored feature. It makes tracking late-night snacks remarkably simple. End your tracking-related anxiety now. Access the link in the description or pinned comment to download CalAI. Utilize code ThinkScience for 3 complimentary days. Now, introducing the 36-hour champion. Studies indicate the 36-hour window is optimal. This involves a 1-day plus 2 nights fast. A pivotal study in the journal Cell Metabolism investigated alternate day fasting. This method typically consists of a 36-hour fast followed by a 12-hour eating window. The outcomes were astonishing. Despite participants eating whatever they desired on their up days, they experienced a substantial decrease in belly fat and a notable rise in the fat-to-muscle loss ratio. The 36-hour point represents the biological sweet spot. The reason? It's long enough to thoroughly deplete glycogen and compel the body to operate on ketones for a sustained duration. Yet, it's short enough not to activate the starvation response observed in 72-hour fasts. When you undergo a 36-hour fast, your body releases a mixture of catecholamines, adrenaline, and norepinephrine into your bloodstream. These hormones don't simply heighten alertness. They act as keys that unlock fat cells. They migrate to stubborn fat regions, bind to receptors, and prompt the release of fat for fuel. During a 12-hour fast, you primarily utilize the fuel already in your cupboard. With a 24-hour fast, you're accessing the fridge. And for a 36-hour fast, you're finally breaking into the deep freezer located in the garage. This reveals the trap of chronic fasting. However, there's a crucial caveat many overlook. You cannot simply perform consecutive 36-hour fasts indefinitely. This returns us to the risks highlighted by the Ansel Keys study. Fasting excessively often without adequate refeeding pushes your body into persistent calorie restriction. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed individuals maintaining a 25% caloric deficit. In merely 3 weeks, their resting metabolic rate decreased by more than 200 calories daily. This illustrates the fasting paradox. Fasting is a bodily stressor. In short, intense periods, it strengthens and slims you. However, in prolonged, chronic applications, it weakens and slows your metabolism. To consider it analogous to exercise. If you visit the gym and lift heavy weights for an hour, your muscles will develop. However, attempting to lift those identical weights for 24 consecutive hours, your muscles would literally tear and break down. Fasting is essentially metabolic weightlifting. You require the lift, the fast, but also the rest, the feast. Here's how to apply Science. Therefore, if 12 hours is insufficient, and 16 hours often leads to stalling, for optimal fat burning, the 36-hour fast proves most effective. How can this be utilized effectively without crashing your system? The Pulse protocol offers the crucial strategy. It dictates against doing the exact same thing daily. This involves setting a rhythm to ensure your body avoids adapting or reducing its energy output. This strategy is supported by cell metabolism research, alongside data from Intermountain Health, presenting the optimal method for reducing fat while maintaining a high metabolism. The initial 5-2 approach. Rather than observing 16-hour fasts daily, try consuming meals as usual for 5 days weekly, and incorporate 2 separate 24 to 36-hour fasts. This approach maintains elevated growth hormone and a boosted metabolic rate, since your body never senses it's experiencing starvation. Your body simply interprets this as a few less successful foraging periods. The 16-8 protocol adjustment. Should you currently follow the 16-8 regimen and have reached a plateau, your internal thermostat has likely adapted. To overcome this, a proper reset is crucial. This entails allocating 2 days weekly where you completely abstain from fasting, enjoying a hearty breakfast, lunch, and dinner, thereby supplying your body with plentiful sustenance of calories. You trigger a response telling your thyroid that it's safe and to raise the metabolic heat. Afterward, when you revert to your 16-8 or 24-hour fasting window, your system will be eager to burn fat once more. For the 36-hour power fast, if you possess a stubborn region of fat refusing to budge, employ the 36-hour fast as a focused burst. Undertake this once every 2 weeks. This duration is ample for lowering insulin levels to their absolute minimum, facilitating adrenaline's access to effectively target poorly vascularized fat regions, including the lower back or hips. This is why it works when other methods don't. The effectiveness of this pulse strategy surpasses conventional dieting, thanks to its management of adiponectin. Adiponectin is a hormone manufactured by your fat cells, rendering you more receptive to insulin and prompting your body to convert fat as fuel. Studies demonstrate that intermittent, prolonged fasts, such as the 24-36 hour range, notably enhance adiponectin concentrations. If you engage in a mere 12-hour fast, adiponectin shows little movement. If you maintain a consistent 16-8 regimen for a year, your adiponectin levels might indeed fall, as your organism endeavors to preserve its power. In contrast, applying a 36-hour fast causes adiponectin to dramatically surge. It's akin to a clear signal traversing the whole body. When all is said and done, your body is an amazing, highly adaptive machine. If you regard it as an adversary, it will retaliate with hunger, weariness, and a sluggish metabolism. Instead, once you grasp the importance of these specific windows, and understand that the 36-hour fast is the crucial component for accessing deep fat reserves, and that a 12-hour period only scratches the surface, you no longer guess. You'll cease to feel regret for consuming breakfast on your non-fasting days. You comprehend that non-fasting days are precisely what cause the fasting periods to be successful. Beyond just eating fewer calories, you're actively modifying your body's internal makeup. You're shifting from a sugar-dependent person, perpetually hungry and exhausted, to an efficient fat burner who draws energy from their inherent reserves. The evidence is undeniable. Consistency doesn't equate to repeating the identical action daily. Rather, it involves maintaining a consistent pace. Should you perfect the cycle of 24 and 36-hour fasting, you will discover that weight reduction won't be a willpower struggle. It merely hinges on proper timing. Once you align with the proper rhythm, your metabolism no longer contends with you. It collaborates with you, which is how it's naturally intended to operate. It is a remarkable framework built for robust adaptation. The most impactful method you can employ to transform your body composition is fasting. Yet, just like any powerful instrument, it must be utilized with exactitude. Halt the constant daily routine resulting in the Ansel keys crash, and instead harness the pulse to activate your body's most potent fat reduction capability. Your system inherently understands how to achieve this. This capacity has been part of your DNA for eons. You merely need to supply it with the appropriate signal. Should this analysis of fasting timeframes prove beneficial, remember to like and subscribe.